Welcome to the Daily Business and Finance Show. Government shutdown averted as Biden signs funding package, Neuralink patient tweets and milestone event, tech giants Meta and Google poised to profit from TikTok legislation, casino mergers and sports betting deals heat up. Meanwhile, Germany advances with cannabis legalization, housing market shows promising signs with new listings and steady price growth. Goldman predicts S&P 500 surge fueled by megacap gains. Lastly, United Health addresses $14 billion in medical claims following hack. Stay tuned after this short ad break for an in-depth discussion on these headlines and more. President Joe Biden has put his signature on a funding package worth $1.2 trillion, effectively averting a potential partial shutdown of the government. This bipartisan bill, which was the result of months of negotiations between Republicans and Democrats, is set to finance various departments. These include defense, homeland security, labor, health, and human services until the conclusion of this fiscal year. The agreement also broadens access to childcare services and channels investments into cancer research, among other initiatives.
Elon Musk's company, known as Neuralink, which specializes in neurotechnology, has achieved a successful test of a brain-computer implant on a patient who is paralyzed. The individual in question, Noland Arbaugh, demonstrated the ability to manipulate a computer cursor and keyboard solely through his thoughts. Musk celebrated this achievement as the first-ever post made just by thinking. Arbaugh's participation is part of an ongoing clinical trial that has received clearance from the FDA for this revolutionary technology.
Wedbush Securities suggests that Meta and Google stand to gain significantly if U.S. legislation targeting TikTok is passed. This proposed law, designed to safeguard Americans from apps under foreign control, has a 55% likelihood of being enacted as per former Congressman Ryan Costello's estimation. Should this occur, ByteDance, based in China, might be compelled to divest from TikTok or risk being ousted from the U.S. market. Consequently, this could result in a shift of advertising favor towards Meta and Google.
In the casino industry, there's a buzz of merger and acquisition speculation following a period of calm. The potential sale of Rush Street Interactive is causing quite a stir, with DraftKings being considered as a possible purchaser. Industry experts are hinting that Caesars Entertainment and Hard Rock International might be more probable buyers. In other news, MGM Resorts International could be looking to offload some assets, potentially to finance large-scale digital projects or expansion into Japan, New York, and the UAE. This year's top-performing casino stocks include Wynn Resorts, Studio City International, and Red Rock Resorts.
The Upper House of Parliament in Germany has given the green light to a bill that will legalize the use of cannabis for recreational purposes. This law is expected to be implemented as early as next month. Under this new legislation, individuals in Germany will be permitted to possess up to 25 grams of cannabis in public spaces and up to 50 grams within their homes. Karl Lauterbach, the health minister, is optimistic that this move will effectively put an end to the illicit trade of cannabis.
The United States housing market is showing signs of stability, as there's an uptick in new listings and the growth rate of home prices has returned to levels seen before the pandemic. Despite higher mortgage rates brought on by the Federal Reserve's efforts to control inflation, a decrease in volatility has helped steady price growth. Nevertheless, a shortage in housing continues due to increased material costs and inflation following the pandemic. Online real estate platforms like Redfin and Zillow have reported an increase in new listings, suggesting that there is a growing supply of homes.
Analysts from Goldman Sachs are holding steady on their year-end prediction for the S&P 500, keeping it at 5,200 points. However, they propose that if large tech stocks continue to grow, it could potentially elevate the index to 6,000 points. This projection follows the index's surpassing of its historical high due to anticipation of 3 interest rate reductions by the Federal Reserve within this year. The most positive forecast anticipates a 15% increase driven by tech stocks. Other predictions suggest potential levels of 5,800 and 4,500 points.
United Health is on track to clear a backlog of over $14 billion in medical claims, following a cyber attack on its Change Healthcare unit. The company's medical claims software, known as Assurance, has been restored and is now operational. Additionally, United Health's largest clearinghouse, Relay Exchange, is set to resume operations shortly. In response to the situation, United Health has advanced more than $2.5 billion to the care providers affected by this incident.
And that wraps up today's episode of the Daily Business and Finance Show. Stay savvy, stay informed, and we'll catch you on the next wave of business news. Farewell. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Until we meet again tomorrow, have a great rest of your day or night. This content is sourced from the Seeking Alpha website, so support our podcast by becoming a Seeking Alpha Premium subscriber. See the show notes page for links to sign up. This episode is produced by Classic Studios. This podcast provides information only and should not be construed as financial or business advice. Check out our other podcasts in our network at classicstudios.com.